Yeah, you able to view my screen, right?
Yes.
Fine. So today's topic is about project. So basically, let's see here. I mean, what is the definition of a project and who involves in a project? So who are what exactly the roles and responsibilities of a project manager and what are the different types of projects we have? So all these things we'll see now. So coming to the definition, more specifically, what is a project? It's a temporary group activity designed to produce a unique product, service, or result. It is a definition. If anyone asks you about what is a project, definition of a project, you have to say that it's a temporary group activity designed to produce a unique product, service, or result. So let's see why they are saying, why they said it's a unique and temporary. Okay. The second point is a project is temporary in that it has a defined beginning and ending time. Okay. And therefore define scope and resources. So whatever the project is, when I say project, that doesn't mean only IT project. That can be anything, constructing a flyover or an apartment. This all comes under project, okay? So every project will have a start time and end time. So basically project is a temporary activity. It is not a continuous process. However, I mean whatever it is, it can be 1 year, 2 years, or 2 months or 3 months. So it will have a start time and end time. So that is the reason we call it as temporary. Okay. And according to the time, we define scope and resources. Yes, according to the time, like 1 year or one month or 5 years. According to that, we will see how much we can design. That is scope, and how many resources are needed, how much technology is needed, how many people are needed. Okay, we'll choose. Got it? And the third point here is, and the project is unique. When I say unique, if you take an example of emails, okay, like we have Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Rediff Mail, Lycos Mail. There are many emails if you see. So you can even use Yahoo Mail, you can even use Gmail. That doesn't matter a lot, correct? You can communicate with any of these emails, but all are unique. So Gmail doesn't look like Yahoo, and Yahoo doesn't look like Hotmail, correct? So that is the reason whatever the project you design, that should be unique. It should not, maybe the logic may same, or maybe the functionalities or everything will be same, but the graphical user interface, it should not look same. That is what I'm saying. It's a unique, a project is unique, and that is not a routine operation. And that is not a routine operation. What is the difference between operation and a project? Operation is something like every day we do the activity again and again, the same activities. Wherein project means today if you do something, tomorrow you don't do it again. Okay, you do new thing. That is known as operation. But a specific set of operations designed to accomplish a singular goal. Okay. Now coming to the next point here. So a project team often includes people who don't usually work together. What do you mean by this? A project team often includes people who don't usually work together means if you look at any project, you will have on-site team and offshore team, correct? Why like that? So why people work from different locations? So the major point here is time zones. Okay, so whenever I say project, it should continue 24 hours. I mean the billing is done for 18 hours, 20 hours per day. When you say 1 hour, 1 year, so in that 1 year, how many days we work, how many hours we work, it depends on that hours of time the billing is designed. Okay, the billing is given. So how can you work from one place, how people can work from on the, on different time zones in India? If you see, people work on different shifts. That's a common thing, but it is not, it is an IT company, right? So we are not doing any BPO jobs or call center jobs to work 24 by 7. So it is a professional job. So you don't find much people who work 24 by 7, correct? I mean, you don't find night shifts, midnight shifts, or afternoon shifts, or day shifts. So that is the reason people work from different locations. So that in US, if you see, once they leave the office in India, people come to office, correct? And in India, when they leave, people come to office. That means they will exchange the data through emails, or they will conduct some sessions and they will say, today we had done up to here and you continue from here. Got it? And that can be from any location. I'm not saying only in India and USA. So let's say client is US. Let's assume that client is a US client. So the Vendors, I mean the IT companies can be from anywhere. I mean where they can share the work. Okay. Now next point is sometimes from different organizations and across multiple geographies. That's what I said. So this can happen across the globe and multiple companies also. For example, uh, let's say Wells Fargo is developing their own application. Let's assume, okay, Wells Fargo is developing their own application, like some online banking application. Now they identified the requirements, they designed something, and they developed something. But when it comes to testing, what they did, they outsourced this work to some testing company. Got my point? Why? Because see, to buy these testing softwares, it is pretty costlier. Automation testing tools and all these things. They don't want to buy all the tools now. So slowly, they will buy it later, but not now. So what they will do, for this testing, they don't buy complete softwares. So they just outsource this to testing company and they pay some service charges. I mean, they pay the charges for their service. Okay. Like a small example, I'll give you. If you take an example of a sweet shop, okay, you go to a sweet shop to buy sweets, correct? So that fellow will prepare sweets, manufacture sweets you can say, but that fellow will never manufacture boxes and that fellow will never print the things on that, right? What that fellow will do, he will outsource the work to printing, who prepare cottons, and from there it goes to printing department, printing company. I like that, outsourcing the work. But at the last, if you see, the sweet shop will put all the sweets in the box and pack it and give it to you. So do you think that the box also prepared by sweet shop fellow? No, it's not like that. So that is the same thing happens here in IT companies also. So maybe the development may be done by some other company, designing may be done by some other company. Okay, testing can be done by some other company. So these 2 points are very very important to remember and try to understand in a better way. Okay. So do you have any doubts here, Bhargavi?
No, just that so every project, the offshore team should be there. It is
No, no, it's
mandatory
not.
kind of.
No, 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 it's not mandatory. Just regarding, it depends on the cost cutting. Okay, it depends on the people. Some people you may not find here. Some people you may find there. Okay, or when you want to reduce the cost, you can outsource the work to India or China or something like that. Correct. So like that, it happens. Okay. Now, the second point here is the development of software for an improved business process, the construction of building or a bridge, the relief after a natural disaster. So these all are projects, as I said, the expansion of sales into a new geographic market, all are projects. But whatever the project is, let's see here, and all must be expertly managed to deliver the on time. So whatever the project is, it should design on time, on budget results, learning and integration that organizations need.
Another question, Sriram.
Hmm.
So the project has to be something new every time. Even an old project which is having enhancements will be
Yeah,
considered as a new
enhancement.
project.
Enhancement means again you're coming up with new things, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Huh.
So it will be considered as a new project itself, right?
New project only, but it depends on the software development life cycle. When we discuss about software development life cycles, you will get a clear clarity on this question. Okay,
Okay.
got it. So it depends on the software development life cycle. We will see is it a new one or is it an enhancement or it is a slight changes or major changes like that. Okay, now coming to the next slide, what is project management? So why we should know about project management? We are not project managers, right? So why we should know? Because as a business analyst, you will be very closely working with your project manager. So you should know what exactly is the project management, and you have to connect a direct bridge between your manager thought process and your thought process. Got it? So you should understand what that fellow is. Even many project managers undergo BA training. Why? Because they want to know what are the requirements, what are the techniques, and what exactly BA know. Okay, what exactly BA do, because they want to understand what is he doing, what type of documents he prepare, and all these things. Okay, now coming to the project management. Project management then is the application of knowledge, skills, and techniques to execute projects effectively and efficiently. Of course. Okay. So whatever the project is, the project we have to design in an effective and efficient way. It's a strategic competency for organizations, enabling them to tie project results to business goals and thus better in their markets. Yes. So whatever the project you design, that should give a tough competition in the market. That means that should be unique and that should be good. So it depends on the requirement only. I'm not saying that. I mean, when you are designing a technical, people are responsible for this. No, I'm not talking that. Whenever you say new project or something, that should give a tough competition. Like Google gave a tough competition to Yahoo and all other applications, all other internet applications, wherein Samsung gave a tough competition in the mobile industry for all other mobiles. We have Sony Ericsson, we have so many, BlackBerry, Nokia. So it gave a tough competition in the mobile industry. In that way, whatever the project you design, that should give a tough competition in the market. Okay. Now, it has been practiced informally. Yes, couple of years back, we don't have proper project manager. Of course, we used to have managers as like IIB, as like business analysis. I told you right before 2004, we don't have any business analyst role in IT company. So IIBA, International Institute of Business Analysis, they introduced business analysis course and designation in 2004. In the same way, project management is also not there earlier. Okay, later they came into market. Who introduced that means? Let's see this. It has always been practiced informally but began to emerge as a distinct profession in mid 20th century. PMI, who introduced this project management? Project Management Institute introduced this. Okay, Rita Mulke was a founder of this Project Management Institute. She passed away, I think, 2 years back. I don't remember. It's 1.5 year. I think she passed away 1.5 year or 2 years back. So she was a founder of PMI, Project Management Institute, a guide to the project management body of knowledge. So they introduced a book known as PMB. Okay, every year or sometimes on a certain time, this book will be upgrading. They'll be adding new and new things. Okay, as like business analysis also and BABOK also you have different. I mean, every year they'll be doing some changes, some modifications, right? Adding or removing or putting things in a right way. Okay, so whatever it is. So for business analysis, we have a book known as BABOK, Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, wherein for project managers we have PMBOK, it is Project Management Body of Knowledge. Okay. Now let's see this. What exactly this book contains. Okay, let's see. Project management process fall into 5 groups. Uh, One is initiating. Okay, let's see these 5 groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling and closing. So now, initiating as a project manager, first you communicate with the client and you understand about the scope of the project and the duration of the project. Okay, and I mean this is known as the initiation stage, initiation, okay, phase you can say, where you communicate with the client and understand about the project and discuss regarding the cost and all the things. So you can see here, so you have scope management, time management, cost management, right? So these three managements occurs here in the initiation stage. Listen carefully. So these are the 5 groups, and the below you have 9 knowledge areas. Okay, so each group we will implement this. In each group we will implement these knowledge areas. Now let's see, in the initiation stage, when project manager initiate communicate with the client, first what PM will do, project manager understand the project, that is known as scope. Okay, and then time and cost. So what is the duration of the project and cost of the project. Next, second one, planning. In the planning stage, business and sorry, project manager will hire people. Before the project manager, okay, I mean, as per the plan, okay, project manager will hire people like one BA, two BAs, or 5 developers, whomever it is. And once the people are hired and the technologies also are hired, now what comes here? Let's see, uh, procurement management. human resource management and communications management, correct? Yes or no? So you are hiring people, that comes under human resources management, and you are hiring some softwares, that comes under procurement, and also you do work breakdown structure here. Work breakdown structure means divide the work. So this is what this, so time management comes here again. Clear? In the planning stage. So how many days business analyst will do what BA do within how many days? Time management. Next, execution. When it comes to execution, communications management and risk management comes into picture. Got it? Risk management comes into picture here, execution, because people start working on it and there will be so many issues, maybe the technology issue, maybe the technical issue, or maybe the manpower issue, or whatever it is. So project managers have to take care of all these things. We call it as risk management. Okay. And once it is done, once the execution, in the execution stage, project managers stand like a backbone to the complete team and make the project to move forward by taking all the risks. Okay. I mean, handling all the risks. Next, monitoring and controlling. So then after development, testing, then deployment, then support. Okay, everything will be taken care by PM, and then close the project, right? So this is how, if you want to know about in detail, like what is time management, cost management, you can undergo PMP training. Okay, so that will be a fast track training, like every day 6 hours, 7 hours, 2 days they will teach. But it's better if you have, not now but in future, you try to undergo this training, or if you find any videos or somewhere, you can go through that, because that will be an added advantage. I'm not talking about job, no one will ask in the interview, but just for your confidence levels, that's it. Okay, to see that, to say that I know what project manager does and all these things. Okay. Now, so project management knowledge draws are 9 areas. These are things we discussed, and all management is concerned with these, of course, but project management brings a unique focus shaped by goals, resources, and some blah blah blah. Okay, whatever it is.
Sriram,
Yes.
can I know the planning and executing phases once again? Like, I mean, what is procurement HR means exactly?
Human resources management. Actually, let me tell you here, like this, it should be scope management, time management, cost management, quality management, procurement management. Procurement means you have to buy softwares, right, to design. Human resource management and communications management and risk management. Like this, we have 9 managements. Procurement means you have to buy some software licenses, right? Yes or no?
Oh,
To design application, let's say we have to use SAP ABAP. Let's assume SAP ABAP means, so you have to take license from SAP ABAP. You have to buy that software. Even if you have to buy Windows operating system also. To even you have to buy Microsoft Office. Correct?
yes, yes, yeah.
Those all comes in. And human resources means people. Resource management. Human resources, people you have to hire. Then
Okay, so
communications management.
okay, so
Communication.
first three for initiation, and then quality procurement and HR for the planning,
Mm,
and then communications for
mm,
communication and risk management for executing.
correct.
Okay.
So you will find a chart basically when you undergo PMP training, or when you look into some PMP material, you will find a chart. In the chart, they will clearly mention, like for initiating, what is what. You'll get it. Don't worry. Okay. Fine. Look at the next one is project development. In the project development, let's say first business analyst analysis requirements, then project management is done by project manager, then project plan is done by project manager, then designing is done by designers, implementation is programming and testing, development, coding and testing, and then deployment. Deployment means who move the project from one environment to other environment. Like, let's say a small example, uh, let's assume that you are designing a car. Okay, so where do you design a car? In a workshop, correct? So once the car is designed in a workshop, then where it will be tested, you have to test it on city roads. Basically, a small example. You have to test it on road. You cannot test it in workshop, right? You have to drive it for a couple of kilometers or miles or whatever it is, and you have to drive it for around 5 to 6 hours, and you have to see whether how the mileage is and all these things, how the pickup and all these things. So that is nothing but testing. Got it? So who will move this car from workshop to testing environment? Means deployment team. So when it is a physical object, anyone can move it. They can put it on a truck and they can take it on the road and they can make it to drive. But here I'm talking about software applications, right? So we use some softwares. Deployment team will use some softwares like object manager, command manager. So no one will ask you about this, but I'm telling you, okay? So we use some object manager and command manager tools, and we move it from uh, one environment, that is development environment, to that is workshop, to city roads. That means development environment to testing environment. Okay, now once the testing is done, okay, let's say once the testing is done, now you have to deliver it to client. So let's assume now you designed a car in US, or let's say you designed a car in Germany, and you have to export it to US. Then who will take care of that? Means deployment team. But here, when it comes to IT application, so again we use these tools and we move it to client location. On the client server we will install. We means deployment team. Got it? So this is how we will find different people and different teams they work. Okay, basically administration, we can call them as administrators also. Deployment team. So or else we can say solutions architect. There are different names for that. Okay, now coming to project types, we have different project types like system applications. That is, system applications means web applications, portals. Okay, development projects like operating systems, softwares. Okay, infrastructure projects like construction, other projects, non-IT projects which are not IT. Okay, so like this you will find different types of projects. Next, uh, project development. So IT company, client side development, non-IT company. I mean to say, uh, now you're an IT company, you're working an IT company, service company, and you are designing it for non-IT companies, correct? Clients. Okay, whatever it is. Now look at this. This is very important to know. Project members involved. So who are the members? Just a second. Right. Involved in a project. That means your colleagues. Project plan is done by project manager. Requirement gathering is done by business analyst. You are here, correct? And then systems analyst, then data analyst, then designers, then programmers and testers, then deployment team, solution architect, and then delivery manager and support team. Okay, delivery manager and support team means who take care of. So you will find a delivery manager for a couple of projects. It is not mandatory that every organization you will find this. It depends. Okay, but project manager is mandatory. Support team will be there. Support team, right? See, let's say today you brought a new iPhone. So if you have any issues immediately on the next second day, what you will do? You'll go to service center. You will have a support center, right? In the same way, whatever the project you design and give it to client, if they have any issues, so 24 by 7 support team will be there. People will be working across the clock, okay, to provide support. Okay, online support like that. So that, so if they have any issues, if client have any issues, immediately these people will resolve it. We call them a support team. So never say that you're working in support team, okay? Because that doesn't comes under development. We have to say that we are working in development team, because there is no work for business analyst in support team. Remember, support is a support, that's it. So there is no work for a business analyst in support team. So by mistakenly or something, you may say, if you say like I also involved in support team, means no, you will never involve and you will never look into that what is happening, because after the testing you will sign off. Once the testing is done, you will sign off from the, once the UAT is done, you will sign off. You don't look into the all these things. Okay, supporting or maintenance, whatever it is. You will never look into that. Okay, fine. Coming to the client side, stakeholders. So stakeholders, uh, there are three types of stakeholders. First, tell me who do you mean by stakeholder?
Everybody who is involved with the project.
Everybody means I didn't get you. I mean, how? The CEO or
I mean,
HR?
all the teams mainly who participate in the project, uh, starting with the project manager, then the BA, system analyst, architects,
But they are
then
saying that,
the
but they are
senior.
saying that this is from the project team members, right? I mean, client side people. So when I
Oh,
say,
client side. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. So the business customers,
uh,
the business team.
okay, good. So what I mean to say is end users. Simply in one word, I can say they are the end users. I mean, who use the application, who hold the stake, who hold the stake by the end of the day. Suppose you design an online banking application, who will be stakeholders? Means a CEO of the bank, because that fellow is also having an account, and even a customer like me or like you, we can also, we also comes under stakeholders. Got it? It is not only the client side people. Client side means everyone, end users, you can say, whomever use the application, we call them as stakeholders who hold the stake. Okay. And the next is project sponsors, who sponsor the project. And project product SMEs, subject matter experts. You know, right? I told you about SMEs who give you the functional requirements, and technical subject matter experts who provide requirements to, who explain the requirements to systems analyst. And last, project delivery team. Again, this delivery team will interact with the project manager and the delivery manager regarding the deliverables of the project. Okay, so this is it's pretty simple. I already told you like what project manager will do. Actually, the image should be here. Basically, this is a PPT, PowerPoint presentation. I just opened in Mac, right? So something it went off. So here and there. Okay. So project manager prepare project charter. I'll tell you what is a project charter. And project communicator with clients, wherein business analyst and systems analyst, they gather requirements. Okay, functional requirements, non-functional system requirements. Designers, user interface designers, implementation, coding and testing, deployment, maintenance, support. And this I will tell you once we are done with kickoff meeting. Okay, this page. And the next one is a business analyst hierarchy. Who can become business analyst? Industry domain experts. Okay, industry domain experts means a pharmacist, a sales representative, a sales executive, an insurance agent who have domain knowledge. They can undergo BA training and become business analyst because they'll be having domain knowledge, correct? And the second fellow is fresh MBA or any graduate, you can say some management related graduate can also do it. Okay, or else a developer, tester, designer, anyone, a technical team person, anyone can undergo BA training and become a business analyst. What I mean to say is a person who have domain knowledge, a person who have related study, and a person who have IT knowledge. These all three people are suitable for business analyst job. Okay, once you become business analyst, you can even become a senior lead business analyst or a project manager. Or let's assume that you are from marketing background. Okay, some sales and marketing background. You can also become a business development manager. So BDM people, they travel across the world and bring projects to IT companies. Okay, that is also a good profile if you really love marketing and sales and all these things. And then later you can become SME. So what is the difference between SME and BA? Is SME works with the client and BA works with the IT company. The main the similarities, I can say, both will have the particular, I mean, knowledge on the requirement gathering and everything. Wherein SME will have good domain knowledge, wherein BA they don't have much domain knowledge. I mean, because when you're working in a service company, let's assume, You are working in TCS or Infosys. First project you may work on banking project, second project you may working on mortgage, third project you may work on insurance, because there is no guarantee that all the time you get banking projects, correct? Okay, so like that, this is the hierarchy, and the same hierarchy in different colors. Okay, so this is all about project. So do you have any doubts in this?
Uh, no, nothing so far. I just wanted to know, will you be giving me these slides separately,
I will email you
along
all
with
the
PDF,
slides.
or
I'll,
some reading material kind of?
yeah, I'll give you all the slides. You just drop a test mail to my inbox. Here is, you have my email ID, right?
Yes, yes.
You just drop a test mail for requesting material. I'll drop immediately after this session. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And now we will look into PMO office. Okay, and then we'll stop it. Uh, why does project? I'm just finding the document. Yeah, it's here.
Okay, so when it comes to the project management and all, as a BA, just we need to know how it works and all that, or we will be like asked something during interviews or anything more on this.
See, remember only two things. Project manager take care of money, risk, and all these things. Okay, managing team and all these things. And as a business analyst, you have to take care of requirements management. All the requirements depends on you. You have to gather them. Project manager will never gather any requirement.
Okay,
Project manager is a manager who take care of the managerial things. That's it. He is not going to look into any requirement, or he's not going to gather any requirement. If project manager is going to gather a requirement, then there is no need of business analyst. Correct. Okay. So business analyst will be very closely working with the client, and business analysts have to do 100% justice to client. I mean, by understanding the requirements and making the requirements to be, a complete physical structure, and BA have to provide it to client. So that is what BA have to see. BA job is to see that. BA job is not to see like risk or time cost. These things BA will never involve. Costing or budgeting, whatever it is, timing. BA just see that whether all the requirements are designed or not. Okay, what are the requirements you gather? They all are implemented or not. That is what BA will see. Okay, so whenever you talk about a requirement, BA is responsible for that across the project. Okay, now look at this diagram. It's a project management office. So on the top you have project management office. Under project management office you have program manager. Program manager handles multiple projects. Under program manager you have a project manager. This project manager handles single or more projects. And under project manager you will have a project team. Now every IT company, either that can is a IT service company or a product IT company, you will find this PMO office. If it is a big company, I'm not talking about small or mid-level, or some small companies, you don't find people, they don't even know what is PMO office. Okay, so now it's important to know. So let me put it on an Excel sheet. I mean on notes, and let's see on numbers, and let's see how it works. Yeah, PMO, project management office. So in a project management office, you will find a project management officer or a senior manager, and two or three project coordinators. I can say PMO and project coordinators. Okay, just it's a small team, like 2 to 3 people you will find. So what exactly they do is, I'm just preparing a sheet here. Okay, so first we'll take an example of a service company. Let's assume it's an IBM. Okay, talking about IBM, it's IT service company. uh, Now I'm preparing a sheet, serial number, uh, client name, sorry, and domain is industry. Okay, and project name, and okay, let's write down like this. Okay, so here technology, then project name, then project team size. Okay, I can say project manager name, project team size, percentage of work done. Let me write down WD. Okay, percentage of work done and percentage of work remaining, and project pass or fail or any remarks. Okay, now it continues like this for 2 to 3 lines. Now serial number, let's say 1, client name is, let's say, Wells Fargo, domain name is banking, technology we are using Java and Oracle, something like this. Okay, so technology, whatever it is, it's SAP or Java or whatever it is. Project name, let's say online banking application, it's a name of project. Project manager, let's say John, and project team size is 15, work done is 50 percentage, remaining is 50 percentage, projects pass or fail, it's going on. There's no pass or fail, right? It's going on. The second one is Bank of America, again it's a banking, and we have .NET, we are using .NET and DB2, some database here. So these both are banking projects. And the third one is Walmart, it's a retail, and blah 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 blah. Okay, you can understand, right? And the fourth one is Sears Holdings, and this is also like same. It's a retail industry and blah blah. And the fifth one is, I can say, um, like different American Airlines, and sixth I can say British Airlines. So what are all these? This is the airlines industry, correct? Airlines domain. Now, so different technology, different percentage of work done, whatever it is. Like this, let's assume there are 1500 clients. Okay, 1500 clients for IBM, and right now there are 500 projects going on. 500 projects going on. Different clients projects are going on, let's assume. Now, so who do you think that they will communicate with all these clients? So okay, so as a as a project manager, now you are working on the Wells Fargo project. Okay, so you communicate with the particular project product owner and SMEs. Okay, but here the same Wells Fargo company, they have, let's say there are 10 projects going on. Okay, so Wells Fargo, they want 10 applications, 10 projects, so 10 different projects. So it is very difficult for a project manager to, I mean, no one can interact with all these team members, right? So someone we need to interact with all these clients. Someone we need to interact with all these clients and manage the things and put them in an order. So at that time, you know, we go with this PMO office. So PMO office will handle all these clients. Let's say 500 clients, 500 projects going on. That they talk about good and bad of the project, whatever it is, and if they are the communication. Uh, I mean, PMO office is a communication area where you can say project manager come and discuss with the PMO, and a client will discuss with the PMO. Got it? So this is all about project management office. So take care of all the projects and clients and all these things. Okay. Now, uh, under the project management office, you will have program managers. So program managers means who have good domain knowledge in particular domain knowledge. Like I can say banking. So now Wells Fargo project and Bank of America projects, both are given to one program manager. Got it? Like this, maybe sometimes one program manager may be responsible for banking, insurance, and something like that. It depends on the experience. It depends. Okay. Now this program manager will assign each project to separate project managers, different project manager, depending on their team, depending on the technology, depending on their experience. Got it? Okay. So like this is the structure of PMO office. Do you have any doubts here? So you have to communicate as a business analyst. You will be communicating with PMO. You will be closely moving with this PMO also sometimes, but mostly PMO always, most of the time PMO always communicate with project managers and directors. Okay.
Okay. So the business analyst reports to program manager or
No, no,
project
no.
manager.
Project manager. Cause
Okay. So there'll be different business analyst for
of course,
each of the project manager, something like that,
of course.
or for each of the program manager.
No, no, no
Because you
problem.
said
Look at this structure, you will understand. Okay. First, project management office. Project management office assigns projects to program manager. Program manager handles multiple projects, and program manager will assign a project to project manager. Project manager handles single or more projects. So if it's more projects means if there are small projects like 3 months projects, okay, so you can handle, but not all the time. It will never happen. Maximum, most of the time, it will never happen. In small companies, it happens, but big companies, no one will ask a project manager to work on both the projects at a time. Okay, look at this. Under project manager, you have a business analyst. Under BA, you have a, I mean, if you're a lead BA, you will have a junior BA, intermediate BA, like that. Okay.
okay. Yeah. My question is, uh, so as you said, there are like 500 projects,
Mm,
different projects, and
mm,
then each program manager will have domain knowledge. So
mm,
for suppose if he is having banking knowledge or banking domain knowledge,
mm.
then all the banking projects will be handled by that program
Exactly.
manager.
Exactly.
Okay. So for that, he will divide it to the project managers and so on with the BA and all.
Mm,
So for that banking, there will be another BA. Likewise, if there's retail, some program manager with the retail
mm,
domain knowledge, he will handle all those projects, right? So for
mm.
that, there will be another BA, right? Or the same BA will work with all the people.
No, no. See, business analyst is responsible for one project only.
Okay.
Mm. So BA is nowhere connected with program manager. BA is nowhere connected with program manager. BA directly connects under the project manager. Inside a project only, project BA will work. So after
Okay.
coming the project to project manager, their BA will work, but there is no direct connection with BA and program manager. Got it?
So at a time, it will be only one project where I need to concentrate and gather the requirements.
Hmm. At a time, one project, but sometimes what happens? Some service companies, if you see some small companies, they will ask you to work on different projects. That also happens. Like half of the day you'll be working on one project and half of the day you'll be working on another project. But a very rare case, not all the time. Like mostly if you're working in a service companies or where you don't have much people, small teams, okay, then you have to work. Because I'll tell you, see, for example, a project manager is area. This project manager is handling two projects. Let's assume two projects are banking projects only. So now you are very good at banking. So under this project manager only you are working, right? So this fellow will ask you to work along with him in the two projects. Okay, got my point.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, if it is other, okay. So for
Okay.
a single project manager itself, I'll report. So whatever projects he's
Mm.
having, I'll be helping him out to gather the
Correct,
requirements on that.
correct. That's it. So BA report of role project manager, and moreover, one BA can work on under two project managers also. Like as you said. So, for example, there is one more project going on. The other project, like now, let's say we are going with Wells Fargo project. Next project is Bank of America. So this BA can work under the project manager also, but very rare case, because a lot of confusion will be there, because it is not easy, right? Working 4 hours here, for 4 hours there, because you may be having some doubts, you may be having some issues, your project manager may want to talk to you, then at that time you will be working on under one other project, means it is very difficult. Basically it will not
Okay,
happen.
but
Hmm.
yeah, but generally I see it when they ask for the BA requirements for the job perspective.
Mhm.
Usually they say BA can handle multiple projects and also. What do they mean by that?
Maybe multiple roles, I think, or not the multiple projects, maybe multiple roles, I think, like maybe okay. Multiple projects means one should have different knowledge on different domains, that also I can say.
Okay.
Like not only banking, you should work on insurance, mortgage, like that. Different knowledge on different modules, different domains, maybe that. It is not like when you say different projects means not working at a time, but different
Okay.
technology, different domain also you have to work.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be looking into this. Why does project need a project manager and a business analyst? So that we'll finish this and kick off meeting tomorrow. Fine. So that we'll jump into SDLCs in the day after tomorrow, and we'll continue.
But tomorrow, I mean, it's weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday.
If you want, I will take. Otherwise, we'll continue from Monday. Your wish.
Uh, I'll start off again on Monday.
Okay, fine then.
Weekends is not possible right now for me, so